So you guys know that My Little Pony show that was intentionally made for kids? And you know how there's a fan base of adults that obsess over the show, and even sometimes take their PDA for it a little too far? Yeah, well, this fan base of adults call themselves Bronies. And I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase. I caught one of them straight up watching Brony porn. At school, during class. So this cringy story took place back in high school during my sophomore year in my math class. I'm not really sure what activity we were doing that day in class, but I remember we were doing some sort of rotation activity where each group of desks had a different math problem you had to solve, and when you finish, you sit back at your desk. So okay, my desk group was made up of 3 people including me with 2 other guys who we're gonna label as Brandon and Chris. So Brandon ends up being the first one to finish all the problems from our group. So of course, he goes back to his seat and starts browsing on his phone. Chris and I are still working our way through, and eventually Chris finishes next and goes browsing on his phone while everyone else is still working. I end up finishing next after him and go back to my desk and wait for the rest of the class to finish. Now, quick side note, Chris and Brandon were friends in this class. Remember that. So after everyone's done, the teacher gives us the remaining time in class to do whatever we wanted. And Brandon is, starting to look a little suspicious. He's got his phone under the table, dead focused on what's on the screen and looking around if anyone's watching. I'm minding my own business on my phone, just doing whatever, and for some reason, Chris leans over to look at Brandon's phone to see what he's up to, and goes, "Dude, what the hell are you watching?" Instantly, Brandon looks up and realizes that he's caught. He realizes that his own friend Chris ratted him out and threw him under the bus by saying that out loud. Now this whole thing has my attention. I look up and look over at Brandon's phone, and what I see is some horse character from the show on her back in some sort of lewd position with like some freaking lingerie. No! Like, why, man? Are you into horse ass or something? Hold up, isn't that a thing? So Brandon's caught, right? His face is turning red and he goes, "It's not what you think, I promise, it's not what you think." He puts his phone away and tries to act like nothing just happened. But it's too late, because Chris and I already saw it. Like, bro, I never understood why some people in high school did this at school. No, in class. Like, do you just have so much nut built up inside you that you can't wait until you get home?
Disgusting!
So that situation ends. But guess what? This story isn't over. No. Remember how I said Chris and Brandon were friends, and how I specifically said that Chris threw Brandon under the bus? Well, guess what? Some time passes by throughout the school year, well past the whole incident with Brandon. Class was ending, and as I'm standing up, putting my school stuff in my bag, I glanced over at Chris, who was still on his phone, very focused on what he's watching, and not even noticing class was ending. So I got a little curious and thought, what is he watching that is so important to not notice class ending? So you know, I get a little close to see over his shoulder and take a quick look over his phone to see what's up, and guess what this little rat was watching in class? Oh man, these damn bronies, bro. Seriously. But yeah, that's that weird high school story. Never gonna forget that. On a side note, if you guys want to hear more school stories or more Tinder stories, let me know down in the comments, and I promise I will deliver. Peace.